story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers, don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers, don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark.
All right, you guys, we'll begin with floating scissors. That's the first exercise. It's going to warm you up and get you going. This is with kickboard, and you can choose to hold the kickboard with your hands, with your palms on the back side of the board, or you can bring it a little bit closer and grab it closer to the front, to the pointy part of the kickboard. Even for those of you who are afraid of floating or swimming, you can keep the board closer to the side of the pool. And once you get your confidence with floating, because trust me, you can float, then you can move away from the wall and, you know, away, and eventually you'll notice that, yes, you actually can float. So scissors exercise, you're going to keep your legs straight and you just switch. One leg down, toes touching the bottom of the pool, and your other toes, your other foot should move up to the water surface, but you're not supposed to kick it above. Next, we're gonna move on to knee curl with leg extensions. You're gonna hold for a little bit. On your exhale, curl your knee up and toward your chest, and then slowly extend your leg back. Yes, you are using your core muscles, all the postural muscles, also posterior part of your body, so glutes and lower back. And guys, this is great for absolutely anyone. Same thing, if you prefer to start with the kickboard pushed against the side of the pool, that's fine. Eventually, try floating, right? It's a little bit of angle position. You are touching the bottom with your toes, so you're not exactly floating here, but you're very close to it. The best water level for this exercise is where water level is around your chest. Shoulders level, I would say, would be a little too deep. Waist level, doable, but it's better if you have chest level surrounding you. And you want to do anywhere from 8 to 16 repetitions per leg, and then you're going to switch back to scissors. Go ahead, alternate your legs, one down, one up. Do again nice round of 8 to 16, and then you're going to switch leg, or you're going to repeat your other side. So guys, blending those two exercises is my favorite, because you don't have to stop. You just need to stay focused on how many you do per side and keep going. Notice my whole body stays in line. Next exercise, we got plie squats with calf rise. And again, if you would be doing this on a deeper water level, you would probably have to hold your breath because your face and your nose would be underwater, and most of us would not love it. So that's why if you start at the chest level, then you kind of dip it down somewhere to your chin. As you are squatting down, you want to see your knees pointed up and out. Now there is additional transition to this exercise, which I will show you later, but I want you to get used to plie with calf rise first, and then eventually, you see, you can kick out and add that split jump or frog jumps. And in a later moment of this workout, I'll show you those with my other underwater camera, so keep watching. Here we go, plie squat with frog jumps. Now I am extending my arms forward. I'm holding kickboard in a vertical position, and holding it like this helps me with my jump. Make sure your abs are super engaged, belly button is close to spine. You want to keep your chin up, parallel to the surface of the water. Control your breath. Don't focus on how fast you're going. That's not this type of workout. If you guys want to move fast, then you need to pick a different workout. Here, it's all about great posture, precision, great range of motion, and just ability to think about what are we doing and why are we doing it. Kicking both legs out is our split jumps, and this is more advanced version of this exercise, so you guys can choose how to blend it all together. My idea is to start with regular plie squats, then start alternating one heel up, one down at a time, and eventually both heels, just to move to split jumps and frog jumps eventually. And that's how you create super amazing set of exercise that would work your inner thighs, out thighs, and of course core. Now let's move on to side plank, and we also gonna add leg lifts. Same idea for newbies. Just place your hand on kickboard on the side of the pool and keep your body in the angled position in line. With kickboard, it's a step forward. Notice I'm placing my fingertips on the front pointy part of the board, and then only after I kind of establish my balance, I'm adding leg moves. With my hand, all I do is just helping myself to do those lifts nicer, to make sure that I stay in line, and then those lifts continue moving side to side, not forward. Please notice how my hip bones are square and in line with shoulders. One shoulder is completely submerged underwater, the other one above. I don't recommend using any other equipment than kickboard for this particular set of exercise. There's gonna be other Pilates workouts where I will show you what you can do with other choices, but don't blend too many of them at the same time. Let's move on to sideways scissors. This time, yes, we are floating. Let's not touch the bottom. Hold the kickboard in place. Super tricky exercise. To make it easier, you probably could place one hand on the side of the pool, or instead of kickboard, you can hold noodle or a set of dumbbells. My knees are slightly bent, but I'm not bending on purpose. I'm not bending my knees on purpose. My legs stay below the surface at all times. Core engaged, and of course, we try our best to maintain that neutral spine. Because this is working one side of your body, make sure you either count how many you do per side or look at the clock and see how long you've been doing it, and then switch. So you're gonna get back to your side-to-side lifts in a plank position. I absolutely love doing planks in the water. And again, let's use those arms just to make this exercise better, more effective. Correct. Don't overarch your lumbar spine. Control your breath, very important. Breathing really takes a big role in a Pilates. And moving on, look how quickly we can now switch to the next exercise, floating scissors, holding the board, lots of fun. It is as challenging as it looks. I promise you guys, you will love it. From all the exercise that I'm showing you today, I want you to pick one and let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, plus which one was the most challenging, because those can be two different moves. All right, you guys, it's gonna be plank again, just this time it's a different plank. Again, angled position, we're gonna add knee curls. You're holding board with both hands, you're gonna grab it from on the sides, and on your exhale you're gonna curl your knee forward towards your belly, toward your chest. You are only touching the bottom of the pool, barely touching actually, with your tippy toes. Does it remind you plank? I promise once you take it to the water environment, it will remind you plank. Control your breath. Don't focus on moving fast here. Take one knee at a time, return to starting position and get those glutes engaged. Only after you got that covered, you're gonna move on to mountain climbers, right? So it's the same plank position, but now you're moving faster, you kind of jump over. More dynamic exercise, pretty intensive if you ask me. Try stabilize your upper body, hold the board, and again, just remind yourself every now and then you have to breathe. Don't be surprised if you notice your body moves forward. That's fine. It's the best way to move forward. Guys, another transition is plank with both leg knee curls. This one is tricky. So again, you want to make sure you start maybe with curling one leg to the side, right to the right, left to the left, and then try the same with both legs. It will remind you frog jumps, okay? So mixing those two is definitely a great idea, or picking the level that works for you today and tomorrow is another great idea. Eventually try both of those versions, because I promise it will only take a while for you to be able to do those more challenging versions. And what sometimes seems like a challenging workout will soon be your warm-up. Allow me one more time to remind you about your breath. You always gonna exhale with movement, with challenge. There shouldn't be many moments during this routine where you catch yourself with your lips closed, because guess what? You need air, you need oxygen for effective and healthy workout. And it's time to start moving side to side, so let's surf a little bit. Surfboard. Let's now move it side to side. Very open position, feet way wider than shoulders, grounded on the bottom of the pool, and you keep the board in a vertical position, turning this all around you. It's kind of like a 180 turn, right? The better you turn it against the resistance, the more you're gonna take away from this segment. The common mistake is over-rotating through the spine, locking knees, or holding breath. So avoid all of those mistakes. Try repeat this exercise for anywhere from 30 to 90 seconds. Take a break and then try that again. Next, side squat with side leg lift, and this lift is gonna be huge. You'll be holding board on your right side, that's where your squat goes, your feet in a turnout position, and then you're gonna use your core strength and those glutes and those out thighs to lift up your leg with your toes pointed as close to the surface of the water as you can, maintaining the same beautiful position. Use your other hand, I'm gonna call it free hand, in any way you want to, just to make it more enjoyable. Make sure you are moving side to side with this exercise. As before, you want to have about 8 to 16 repetitions before you switch side, and you can choose to alternate right and left, either counting how many reps you did or looking at the time. All right, the next one is my absolutely best and favorite, squat and ankle kiss. Ta-da! This is just another transition from the basic version of side squat and leg lift. And this is for someone who would maybe consider themselves advanced. I don't know. Let me know how did you do with this particular exercise. I have a feeling that this may be favorite to many of you, including myself. Make sure you enjoy it for 8 to 16 times before you switch side. I like mixing at least 2 different exercises, and then I put it all together before I transition to my opposite side. But you can put them together however you want to. And if you guys want to see how I put it together into 1 hour of full water Pilates, check the link in the description. I have amazing on-demand video just for you. We're gonna do a few more reps in here. Continue paying attention to your form, to the range of motion, and to your breath, because that's what Pilates is all about. All right, now we're gonna move on to side power wave. You will place your palm, right hand, on the top of the board. Now with your left arm, you're gonna create very powerful wave, moving from one side of your body to another one. You're gonna hold your feet on the bottom of the pool and in a very stable position. Imagine a big wave, like a tsunami wave, is coming your way. It would not knock you down. That's how much you are engaged, how much stable your position is right now. Your right leg is bent, your knee is above your calf, your leg is extended. Your core muscles are very much engaged. And you also feel obliques, right? Muscles attached to your lumbar spine, all playing a big role into completing this challenging movement. Avoid bending forward, twisting your spine, or holding your breath. Keep your fingertips linked. Create additional resistance. Not only you want to see that wave, feel it, but also hear it. That means you're doing good enough. Next is Warrior 3 pose, and we're gonna swing our body weight to our right foot, knee above calf, extend your left leg back, try line up your body with this leg and balance like this. Look at something that's not moving. Try keep your right foot heavy on the bottom of the pool, belly in. You got this. Your postural muscles are getting stronger. This is a yoga pose. If you guys want to see more of the yoga poses that you can do in a water, make sure you check my video, Water Yoga. It's already on my channel. Just look through those playlists and enjoy it. We obviously want to repeat all those moves on the opposite side. Since this is not symmetrical exercise, you need to remember how many you did first and repeat the same to your other side. if you just started with your journey with water exercise, I would advise you to stay closer to the side of the pool and maybe placing your hand on a wall instead of on a board for at least few of your workouts. Once your body gets stronger and a little smarter about which muscles should be used, you will discover that all those moves are so much easier. And that's what you want. You want to listen to your body. You do want to be challenged, but you also don't want to move on too fast, because sometimes if you rush things, you will learn in proper form, and it's so hard to get rid of that. Step by step, and I mean baby steps. After all, we're not training for Olympics, do we? We just want to do something great for our body. Like this pose, Warrior 3 on the other side. And eventually we are transitioning again to floating scissors. Alright, after floating for a little bit, you kind of want to touch the ground again. So let's move on now to alternate lunges with torso rotation. So you begin in a lunge position. You're going to move the board all the way to your right, pull it back towards yourself, switch leg, and then keeping board away from yourself. You do the same rotation to your other side, come back the same way, and then switch leg. Lunge position, torso rotation, come back to the center, and up. And then we switch leg. Lunge position, rotation, come back, using your core strength, and switch leg. That's how I like to begin, and then eventually I want to show you other versions and how to take it to the next level. You will focus on one side only for a little bit. You now have torso rotation, you come back to the center, you're going to pull your knee up, and then back to lunge. Count how many reps you do on one side, again, preferably anywhere from 8 to 16, and then switch leg. Tempo is slow and controlled, you want to be very precise, you don't want to over twist or bend your spine. You kind of feel when you're doing it right. And the best way to understand of how we do those exercises is just imagine you do them on land. Yes, you can move on to next option by adding kick forward and then leg extension back. It's just taking the same movement to the next level. Great for balance, great for posture, and such a nice recovery exercise. Here's your lunge, torso rotation, come back to the center, on your exhale, knee up. Torso rotation, back to the center, on your exhale, kick forward, and balance position. And yes, back to floating scissors. You're gonna blend those scissors before and after most of the exercise for the very, very good results. And of course, you will switch sides soon. So guys, how you put those exercises together is eventually your choice. I just want to give you a lot of great ideas. If on the other hand, you do want to see a full workout, you already know, the link is in the description. If you choose On Demand Aqua videos, you're gonna have access to a bunch of wonderful water workouts and you will enjoy them, I promise. I love doing water Pilates on those days when I'm a little tired, maybe not ready for another cardio and strength, but I don't want to skip my workout. I want to do something, and you're just gonna feel better knowing that you did a workout, but you didn't lose enough energy, and you'll be ready for something amazing the next day. So how you gonna dose and add those exercises into your schedule is eventually your choice. But again, that's how I would suggest. Maybe day 5 you want to go a little bit easier. It's still a great challenge for your body. You're still losing weight, burning calories, but it's just a different feeling. Guys, another idea is to alternate lunges, pushing board away and then back towards yourself. Great for core, great for arms. Pretty intensive as well. Again, make sure you are doing all of those at the water level that's right for you. Chest level is the best. Alright guys, we're gonna now move on to plie squats. Again, this time we are pushing board forward. Now this is the basic position. If you are holding the board on the side or even just allowing your palms float on the top, you're gonna make it a little bit easier, right? The pushing away board is pretty much easy, right? Not the best workout, but it's good because you're gonna feel it in your core. Then if you want more challenge, you're gonna turn the board to the vertical position, keeping either half down or the entire board underwater, and that will add your challenge. Here we go. I need you to experiment a little bit and see which of those versions will work for you better today. Next, you're gonna lift up your heels and try option 1 or 2 with the board, with your heels not touching the bottom. A little more tricky. Those leg muscles are now really working. You're gonna feel it. It's a great exercise. Removes a lot of tightness from around your hips and pelvic. Strengthens your core, back muscles, your arms. I know this also will be favorite exercise for many of you, but I'm so curious to hear from you guys. Which one was your favorite? Which one was the most challenging? And by the way, most of these exercises you can do at home holding a chair, including these ballet plie squats. One of my favorite because these particularly really engage your glutes and inner thighs along with your quads. You are exhaling and pushing board forward away from yourself, either holding it in horizontal or vertical position, or you can also take it to the next level and alternate push board to your right and then to your left. Again, that's another example of fluent transition, adding a little bit of challenge and fun. Just slide the board to your other hand. If you exercise with a group of people, you can have so much fun passing board to your neighbor or around. And again, power wave, side to side. Let's turn this board and drag it against the water resistance. The faster you're going, the more you're taking from this exercise. But you have to wait for your core to get stronger to do it right, to avoid that over twisting and bending your spine. Always remind yourself to exhale with challenge. All right, and moving on, let's come back to plank position for a couple more knee curls. On your exhale, curl your knee forward. Now, this one cannot be done at home unless you have a swimming pool on your backyard. And again, skip it over and move on to mountain climbers. I love alternating those two exercises, moving the hard way up and then slowing down. And then another option, look, all I did, I just now curl my knees to the side and then add kind of like a frog jump, right? Diamond jump. One at a time and diamond jump. Love this exercise. Definitely give it a try. It's so much fun actually. You're gonna move around the pool and you are working your lower abs, your obliques. All right, let's go back to plie squats, and now we're gonna take a little bit more time to explore those split jumps. So I like to do at least one traditional squat and then mix it with split jumps, just like that. Try keep that board underwater because that's what's gonna help you to kick a little bit higher. When you look at this exercise, it may seem easy and fun. I'll tell you, it is fun, but it's not easy. I keep my heels lifted. That's another challenge. Notice I'm not jumping up before split jump because I would be sinking. Now alternate leg extensions. I'm standing on my right leg. I'm extending my left leg back and right arm forward. I'm trying to line up. Neck is extension of the spine. I'm resting my left palm on the board. And to make it easier, you can just hold the position and skip the pulsing motion. Look how small the pulsing is actually. Or you can push the board against the wall for more stabilization. The most common mistake here is swinging leg up and down too much and overarching lumbar spine. This exercise goes well, really well with scissors. So grab the board and again, switch those legs or diamond jumps. Lots of fun. As you see, Pilates can be pretty intensive. And again, we're switching side. Here you can see everything from that underwater camera. One more time. I'm proving how little the movement is. As long as you feel your glutes contracted, upper back working, core engaged, you're doing it right. There shouldn't be any movement coming from your spine. Breath in and out goes through your body. Back to scissors. You can go 7 times and then 1 diamond jump. This way you're always gonna end it up on the other side. Let me show you this exercise from every angle. Notice that I'm still in the same position. Don't allow the water to kind of turn you one way or another. If that's the case, you want to slow down and maybe switch your legs on the ground rather than doing it in a floating version, which is always more challenging. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope I gave you a lot of great ideas for your Pilates. And if you enjoyed it, like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you click the bell, you will be notified by YouTube about any new video popping to the channel. And I can promise each new video will be better than the previous one. So thanks again for splashing by, and I'll see you the next time. Hey, don't forget to let me know in the comments which one was your favorite exercise. All right, bye-bye.